guys. Welcome to another week of our study through the Bible over the course of this year. This week we're on to the book of Deuteronomy, the last book of the Torah, once again written by Moses, except, that last little chapter is probably Joshua. I don't think Moses wrote about his own death, although that would have been an impressive trick. It's written last 2 months as of the 40 years they spend wandering through the desert. That's when Deuteronomy happens. Moses is writing this right at the very end of his life. It's set in the plains of Moab near the Jordan River. They're just across from Jericho. They're ready to enter that promised land. And like Leviticus, there's no movement really in this book. The people are here, and Moses is giving them instruction, giving them the law. It's written totally that second generation of Israelites. First generation has died off, the one that disobeyed, that wouldn't go into the land, didn't want to trust God with that. And he's writing it to the second generation to remind them of where they've been, how they've gotten here, and to trust God and remember the law, and also to pass that on to future generations. This book, more than any, was intended and intentional about telling them, hey, you need to pass this on. This goes beyond you. The name Deuteronomy means second law. This is a reminder of the laws and the renewal of the covenant between God and his people. There's more emphasis placed upon the people in this one as opposed to Leviticus, which was about the priests. Leviticus written to the Levites. This much more focuses on the people's responsibility towards the law. It's primarily a teaching book. It reveals many of the attributes of God. It was intended to prepare the people to enter the promised land and then to help them to continue to live there in good relationship with God and right standing. Basic outline, Moses gives some history in the first 4 chapters, and then he goes over the law in chapters 5 through 26. And then they kind of renew the covenant. He talks about that in 27 through 30. And then Moses really, the whole thing is kind of a farewell, but 31 through 34 is very much a farewell from Moses. Some key themes throughout the book, the ideas of covenant and law, blessing and curse, obedience and love, loyalty, teaching, inheritance, preparation, all things that really come out in Deuteronomy. Some key verses, chapter 6, verses 1 through 3, and then 32, 44 through 47. Really kind of highlight what Deuteronomy is all about. This is cool. Deuteronomy is quoted or alluded to almost 200 times in the New Testament. And when Jesus is tempted by Satan after his 40 days of fasting, all of Jesus' responses, I don't know about you, I've talked plenty of times, heard plenty of times, Jesus responds with scripture. That's a big thing. All the scriptures Jesus responds with to Satan when he's tempted are from Deuteronomy. It's just quoting this book to Satan, to the enemy. So hope you guys will join us this week as we spend one last week in the Torah, the books of the law, and Deuteronomy. So love you guys. See you soon.